Hey, Sagittarius, intuitive soul coach here with your May 2023 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you are new. These are general readings, Sagittarius, so please take what resonates and leave the rest behind. If you are interested in a personal reading or entering into the free monthly reading giveaway, you can find both of those links in the description box below. All right. Oh, it looks to be a very good time for you, Sagittarius. In the past, you have the wheel. And it's interesting because as I was shuffling your cards, they kept showing me the chariot, the chariot. So that could mean a few different things. Now, some of you have recently upgraded a vehicle, or you had work done to a vehicle is what I am sensing, or you may be dating someone or married to someone or have a brother or a father who fixes cars maybe for a living, or they have a hobby passion that has to do with cars or trucks, something of that nature. I'm also sensing symbolically that there is movement here when it comes to energies of the heart chakra opening. Now, these love readings aren't just for romantic love, it's for family, friendships. So please take this as it resonates. Some of you may be moving forward with a family member or a person that is close to your heart. There may have been a conversation, communication, action. Someone may have even visited you from afar, or you may have visited them in the recent past. Now, in the present energy of May, there's a sweet surprise coming in here. I almost feel like you may be surprising someone, or you may receive a sweet surprise. It could be a love letter. It could be a card. I'm getting a thank you card or some sort of a compliment as well. A compliment on a job well done. It could be the way you look, or it could be an act of service. I'm just getting here. You're going to feel loved and you're going to feel appreciated here, Sagittarius. So a sweet surprise coming in, and it's going to leave you feeling happy and abundant. I'm getting here joy, a lot of joy. So this is beautiful. Now, in the near future, you have the coffee card. This is about good motivation. Some of you may even be meeting someone at a coffee shop or a tea shop, having a conversation over tea. I'm sensing as well getting together with sisters, mothers, family. Could be talking about some sort of plans. So for example, some of you may be engaged, or you may be, having a family, starting a family. You may be talking about some future plans with maybe even a mother-in-law or a family member. There's just an event in the could be far out future that you may be discussing with someone as well. Now, for those of you that are single and looking for love, this is a really good opportunity to meet up, get to know someone. So let's dive into your energy here, Sagittarius, and see what's showing up for you. What's in the present energy? What's the heart of the matter? Right away, you got a lot going on here, and it landed more in the present and in the future. So I feel like you are stepping out of the past, and whatever difficulties have stymied your growth or success, I feel like you're moving in a new direction. Now let's take a look and lay these out here. All right. So right away, you have, as the heart of the matter, you have the Two of Wands. This can be an act of courage to make a choice and truly trust that the decisions you are making are in your highest good. The Two of Wands is about planning your future, and we just talked about that as well. So it's taking courage to step into this new role or this new energy. Now, some of you are stepping into a new role. It could be a new role as a parent. It could be as a wife or a husband. It could be in your career. It could be a homeowner. There's just this shift of energy, and there's a new label, we'll call it a new label attached, or a new role attached to this situation. So I do feel like you're stepping out of your comfort zone, and that does take courage here. But a lot of you are planning your future. You're planning your vision, and you're talking with loved ones or with a partner or with family about how to create more stability and a solid foundation in your world. I'm also sensing some of you may be speaking to or making a choice to seek out maybe a therapist, a counselor, a coach, a mentor, or to talk to a friend, because twos can be about partnerships as well, and reflection. And it doesn't surprise me with Mercury retrograde this month as well. I feel that we're really going to be reflecting on some of the choices, working through our own responsibilities, our own pain, our own trauma. So this is you possibly even doing some shadow work here, Sagittarius. And sometimes that can feel icky, sticky, and uncomfortable, but it's our responsibility and we can do hard things. And I feel like you are courageously stepping into the future, and it's actually going to bring about a sweet surprise. Now, what is challenging your energy here for the month of May? A little bit of nostalgia. The Six of Cups, blast from the past type of energy. It doesn't mean that an ex is coming in, but it could be you thinking about the good old days when things didn't feel so difficult. Some of you may be thinking about a loved one who's crossed over as well, and you're having a little bit of nostalgia. It could even be around Mother's Day. Some of you may have lost a mother, or you're not able to be connected to your mom, or you may not have that emotional bond. There's something with you possibly being a mother, or if you are male, this could be you connecting with your own mom, but there's a struggle here because of either childhood wounding, or it could be kindness, compassion, because there may have been a falling out, but I still get this energy of you leaving the past behind, or you've done a good job up until this point here, Sagittarius, but something may creep in or feel like it haunts you at times, and there may be a trigger for you in the month of May. But if you are aware of this, and I feel like you are, because I'm getting here a lot of self-awareness, so you Sagittarians have been working on yourself, self-development, self-healing. Now, if you were in a relationship, you may have some triggers from the past, or some conversations that were discussed in the past, or actions that were done in the past. I feel like that may show up, and it could spark in the midst of an argument as well. Try not to throw in past energies or people into the mix, because then it turns into something far more difficult than we wanted to intend, right? The Six of Cups also is about making sure you don't romanticize the past. If something was difficult and something was challenging, but you're feeling lonely and you want to reach out to a person of the past, but really you know that it was difficult, you know it was no good, but there could be some feelings of loneliness. Should I reach out to this person? Remember the whys. Remember why something ended, and unless someone's actions and words are in alignment and they've shown you that for quite some time, it may be in your best interest to just keep moving forward. But if you want to revisit this situation, if you feel like there's not closure or unfinished business, then by all means, this is the time for reflection. Now, this doesn't have to be a lover or a romantic interest. It could be childhood wounding. For some of you, it is healing mother wounding, father wounding. It also can be about remembering your childhood memories, the good times as well. Some of you may even be just fantasizing about a special place that you grew up in, right? Or swinging on the tire swing at grandma and grandpa's, or walking into the kitchen and grandma's baking her famous apple pies. Whatever it is for you here, there's little pangs of triggers, there are emotions coming in and memories coming in. But I feel for the majority of you, these are good triggers, but there's a little bit of pain because there may be a person that's no longer with you in the physical. Let's take a look at the foundation. What's going on in the past here? Initiation, the Tower. So in the deep past, some of you did go through a Tower moment. It could have been the loss of a loved one. It could have been the loss of a career. Some of you a divorce. It could have been a complete shakeup. Some of you, it had to do with your children, your siblings. Someone, I'm getting, and this is very specific and it may only be for a couple of you, but someone in the family dynamic may have left due to maybe they just left the country or left the state or the city to go off on their own path, and maybe you haven't heard from this person. Or someone may have been sent away. It could be rehab. It could have been a detention center or a facility where you're behind bars. Again, that's not going to resonate with everyone, but I am getting here. Someone going off to receive help or to have a better life is what I feel. This could have even been yourself. You may have left at a young age or left a situation because something completely came down crumbling. And it was part of your growth, part of an experience here, a human experience that, yes, it was challenging for you, but I feel like you've come a long way since this happened, or you have evolved emotionally. Even if this is something that just happened last year, you've learned a lot in this last year, right? And this is about an initiation, you rising above and being able to move towards a better life. And that's what I feel here happening with the sweet surprise, the forward movement, and the good motivation. Now, what's going on in the recent past? Four of Swords. This is good. Even though you have this wheel showing up here, the Four of Swords says that in order for you to move forward, you know that it's important and vital to get some rest, to get some downtime, because that Three of Swords shows up before this Four of Swords. And Three of Swords may have activated this tower in the deep, deep past. But just like that, burnout type of energy that we can succumb to at times is because we don't allow ourselves to stop, to rest, rejuvenate. That's important here for you. So I feel in the recent past, some of you, this could also be saying some of you have been overthinking, overworking, and need that downtime because you may have just been trying to bulldoze your way out of a situation, and you thought by not dealing with it or not feeling it, that it would go away. If that is the case for some of you Sagittarians, you're in for a little bit of a surprise in May, because I do feel with the Six of Cups energy that this is a time for you to slow down, revisit, reflect, reevaluate, do all of those things that you do during retrograde, all of the REs, right? And including this RE, which is rest. Now, what are you manifesting? Let's get to the juicy goodness of what's showing up here. You're manifesting grounding more of the energies around you. Five of Wands is showing up here. And this Five of Wands can be about needing to work together, finding solutions, especially when there is lack of leadership or there's power struggles, power plays between you and family members or you and a loved one. Needing to ground the energy instead of feeling like you are on opposing teams. Realize that there's no I in teamwork, right? That teamwork is necessary in order to move forward. And even if it's amicable, right? Even if you are separated from someone, but you need to come together, maybe you have children together, maybe you have pets, or you're going through a divorce, or this could even be you connecting to go see a family member, but you have another sibling or you have someone that you dislike. I'm getting here because this Five of Wands, it's better than the Five of Swords, but the Five of Wands is about needing to collaborate, not criticize, not judge, not be so darn competitive, because that really stresses and gets in the way of, just flowing, right? Grounding is needed and required, but I feel like you're finding solutions to work together with others and set healthy boundaries. Setting healthy boundaries is important here. So what do we have showing up in the near future? Dedication, Three of Pentacles, literally teamwork. So you have the Five of Wands, which is about needing more teamwork in your life. It shows up in reverse here. And with this Five of Wands, I feel like someone may have criticized you, or you just felt like there was so much saturation out in the market. Maybe you're looking for love and you just aren't sure because there's so much out there, or maybe not enough. There could be slim pickings, or it just feels like it's a war trying to put yourself out there and date. I do feel here that you're going to meet someone. If you're looking for love, you may meet someone while you are focusing on what makes you happy. So maybe it's joining a gym, maybe it's kayaking, paddleboarding, getting yourself out in nature. This could be traveling or going out to eat, spending time focusing on you and your happiness. That's when you're actually going to attract someone who may enjoy the same things. And it doesn't mean that you can't meet anyone online if you're looking here, but the Three of Pentacles showing up in the near future is dedicating yourself to this cooperation here. Yes, there may be different roles that you are playing, right? You may wear many different hats, but I do feel that you're stepping into this empowering energy. And there's a sweet surprise coming in here because someone's willing to work with you, or you're willing to work with someone. And it's going to bring in this sense of new motivation. How are you feeling here, Sagittarius? Let's take a look at you. The Four of Discs, it can be about materialism. So some of you are just focused on your stability, your physical space as well. When this Four of Pentacles shows up, you may be holding on to a situation that it's time for you to let go of, okay? And you may have thought in the past that you've worked through this situation, but again, the challenge is when this shows up to take a look at it, acknowledge it, don't shove it back down or suppress it, because that's what causes and creates disease in the body, right? So I do feel like it's important for you to open up in order for something to work out here in a better way, to find a solution. And now it doesn't mean that you and your ex have to be best friends, right? But maybe there is a reason for you to come together. Like I said, it could be children, it could be anything, but I do feel that there is this energy of collaboration and working together. Now, if you are in a relationship, it's important for the both of you to open up to each other, find hobbies that you both like, speak to each other, communicate, because someone may be holding back affection, holding back love. I feel like someone has a lot to say, whether it's you or someone around you, but they're not quite sure how to approach you because of past reactions, or because you may have been healing or recovering from a situation here. Let's take a look and see what's going on in your environment. What's going on in the energy around you? Sagittarius, what is happening? They're giving me the name here, Ruby. Ruby, that could be your name. Maybe it's a pet's name, a grandmother's name, a middle name. Please take it as it resonates. You have the Lovers showing up here. Gemini energy, Sagittarius. So when the Lover shows up, this is a partnership, right? This is you making choices that are based on love, that are based on balance, and that are bringing in harmony, because there may have been, or there is a soul contract showing up here in your world, but you may feel like it needs more work or more grounding. Some of you are still healing or recovering from a Tower moment that's happened here, but I do feel like there is an epiphany. You know that there's a soul contract here in your world that is very important. And the Lover showing up is all about making balanced decisions when it comes to this soul contract, being in this energy of love instead of fear. Because when we succumb to that fear-based energy, then we build upon resentments and anger and bitterness, and we hang on to those things where it's important to release and let go. If something happened 10 years ago and you're still bringing it up, then it hasn't been healed. So the Lover's energy showing up around you is being in that flow of love, and I feel like it's showing up here. Someone is going to show you how much they love you, is what I sense here. Now, it could be a child, it could be a parent, it could be you feeling the love from people around you, or it can certainly be a romantic partnership, or someone valuing your worth or appreciating the work that you do, because some of you feel undervalued at times, or you don't necessarily feel appreciated when it comes to all your hard work. So let's take a look here. There's the Chariot that we were seeing here. We only need a couple, so let's just see what's showing up in the hopes and fears. Let's just pull from this pile. Okay, we have that. Oh, I pulled from the I pulled from your challenge card here as well, which is that Six of Cups. We're just going to actually read. They're telling me 3 and 3, so we're going to read these all together here. So the hopes and fears, you actually have a few of them, so make sure that you stay in that flow of love, so you don't focus on those lower vibrational frequencies of fear. Now, you have the Seven of Pentacles. You may be asking yourself, is it worth putting in all this time in this energy, right? Or should I veer off in a new direction? The Seven of Pentacles is taking time out to reevaluate and take a look and see if you're headed on the right track, or if you need to pivot or change courses here. And I feel like a lot of you are working on your stability. You see that Stonehenge in the background there. So I feel like you feel the pressure of making a choice or a decision, but you want that traditional energy of family, possibly. 10 of Pentacles showing up here. That's your hope. Your hope is that you can have a stable family, financial security, that you can heal any family dramas or family mishaps that have happened, and have that happily ever after type of fairy tale. But even in the fairy tale, Sagittarius, there's still, the challenges. There's still the bad guy, or, the person who overcomes some difficulties. And it may feel like a sacrifice at times. You have this Hanged Man, and this is all about you surrendering. And it may feel like you're surrendering a piece of you, but it's to get something better. And that's what's happening here in your hopes and fears. And so you may have to set aside some sort of pride, some sort of ego, or someone else may need to do that. And it feels like a sacrifice, but really it's not. It is about you receiving and getting to that 10 of Pentacles that you desire and that you wish. Now, the final outcome for May 2023, you have the Chariot, you have the 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment, and 7 of Wands. Yeah, you're setting healthy boundaries to any rivalry that has been happening. Okay, this is about you being able to stand up for your beliefs, but also non-conform. Instead of people looking for a fight, or instead of the pressure coming in from all angles, I feel like you're standing up for what is right for you, setting healthy boundaries. But there's also a form of healthy communication here as well, because someone may not be pulling their weight, or they may not be putting in their effort. If that is the case and you've been struggling with this, I feel like there's a course correction here, and this course correction is going to allow you to continue moving forward in a new direction. You have the Chariot energy, and I was feeling that in the very beginning of your reading as well. And this is your final outcome of forward movement, triumphant success, not letting anything hold you back from manifesting that 10 of Pentacles. You have the 9 of Cups. This is wish fulfillment. So this is powerful energy showing up in your final outcome here, Sagittarius. So the 9 of Cups is the card of wish fulfillment. You are filling these cups with things that bring you joy, happiness, and desire. And you are one away from that 10, right? Even though it's the 9 of Cups, I feel like you're one away from receiving what it is that you want, and you're not letting anyone stand in your way of achieving that happiness. And that's what the 7 of Wands is all about. So really powerful dynamics here. Sagittarius, I certainly feel like there could even be an apology, or not. You may never hear an apology from that person, but you're not letting them get the best of you, where maybe they have in the past. Okay, let's take a look and get a message from the Soul Truth, and we'll see what is showing up as far as what you can do to help you towards your path of abundance. What do we have here for Sagittarius? Towards your path of love, heart connections. We have, do I believe I'm worthy? You are worthy, Sagittarius. You are deserving. You are loved. Start seeing the divine beauty within you and go out and claim the life you have dreamt up. Your crown has been bought and paid for. Put it on your head and wear it. That's a quote by Maya Angelou. And the soul action, Sagittarius, is this. For a big goal or a dream you have, ask yourself, do I feel worthy of this? And then your mantra should be, I am worthy of it all. Okay, because there may have been a situation in the past, the deep, deep past, the foundation tower moment, that took a hit to your self-confidence. And some of you may have been in a difficult relationship, or you've just been through challenges. Maybe you've been single for quite some time, but you've dealt with a lot. I feel like your sense of self-worth may have went to the back burner here. If that is the case, I would love for you, Sagittarius, to grab a packet of sticky notes and write, I am worthy of it all 50 times, and put it all over your house and in your car until you start to believe it, and remind yourself and say that every single day. I am worthy. I am worthy of love. I am worthy of happiness. I am worthy of good things, right? And lastly here, what else could this mean? There are always multiple ways to look at every single situation. Hello, Hanged Man, right? That's the hope and the fear. So this may be something very important for you. Our first reaction is usually rooted in our fears and limiting beliefs. Look at a situation today by stepping outside of the trigger and ask, what else could this mean? That's what I want you to focus on in the month of May, especially when you do have those triggers from the past showing up. Ask yourself, what else does this mean for me? Instead of suppressing, stuffing it away, eating it away, numbing it, drinking it, whatever we tend to do and to suppress those emotions sometimes. Is there something your soul is calling you to learn in this moment? Or is there a pattern that is ready to be broken? Walk in the other person's shoes and see it from their perspective. If it doesn't involve someone else, ask yourself, how is life happening for me right now? So many times we drop into that victim mentality and we think, woe is me, right? Life is happening to me, and it allows you to stay in that mode of suffering. But we always have that choice. You can take a look at it and say, what else could this mean? How can I grow and evolve from this situation? Yes, this happened to me, but it happened for me. It happened for my growth, my evolution, my soul. And I feel like a lot of you are maturing in this situation, and it may mean something differently. And that is the hope here, that you're able to see it from a new angle, a new perspective, so you can finally release it. And I feel like you will. All right, let's take a look, Sagittarius, and get a message from the wisdom of the Oracle. And I will read to you the relationship message from the guidebook. For those of you that are interested in any of the decks you see used during this reading or any above here, you can find all of that information in the description box below, including all of the collective readings as well. Those are not assigned for any astrological sign in particular, but they are collective messages. We have here, come to the edge. It's card 36. Now, some of you may be 36 years old. You may have had a tower around that age as well, or there could be some significant changes. You may also have a birthday on the 3rd, 6th, or 9th. Now, 36 here, come to the edge. I feel like a lot of you are ready for some big changes showing up here. This is about courage, and that was your first card showing up, is courage, with that Two of Wands. Courage, taking a leap of faith, overcoming fear, and accepting risk. And the relationship message is this. It's scary to be truly intimate with someone, to allow him or her to see all of you, especially the parts that you've kept hidden and protected. Now is the time to take that risk and let yourself be seen, truly seen. It's important that you speak up. Voice what you need, state who you are, say what you hope for. This is not the time to play it safe, but to take a leap of faith. You will be glad you did. If you're seeking a relationship, the same applies. Take one step towards the gods and they will deliver what you truly desire. All right, beautiful energy here. For those of you that do feel stuck in that fear-based energy, I'm just going to read the protection message, because we do have the 6 of Cups showing up, and sometimes you can have a little bit of nostalgia or fears or triggers from the past showing up. So this may help you overcome some of them past wounds. Fear is leading the way into places that you don't need to go, Sagittarius. Most of what you fear at the moment is an illusion stemming from an old belief that isn't even true. Now is a time for courage. You will not be lost at sea. You will not watch everyone else get what you want while you are left alone and unloved. Oh, the drama of it all. Okay, so yes, this is, some of you may have that fear-based energy of, what if I'm completely alone for the rest of my life? Well, what if you're not, right? What if you open yourself up so deeply? What if you come to the edge, get into this frequency, this vibration, or this energy that you haven't felt for quite some time, if ever, right? And you come to the edge here. I feel like you're in for a sweet surprise, and you're going to feel motivated here. You have the motivation showing up in the near future, and it's actually going to bring a really beautiful union or connection towards your world. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening, Sagittarius. If this resonates, please feel free to hit that thumbs up button. It certainly does help get the divine channeled messages out there to those that need it most. Feel free to share, like, comment, hit that subscribe and bell button. Thank you so much for tuning in, Sagittarius. Lots of love.